She never wanted to pay anything. And is that true?
Yes.
And that you were always covering for her?
Yes.
Okay, so what made you think she was responsible enough to take over a lease?
Closed captioning provided by Tehja Leans is suing her sister, Marie Leans, in the amount of $3,740. Ms. Leans claims the defendant sublet her apartment while she was out of town, but never paid for her stay. Marie Leans is countersuing for $3,000.
Ms. Leans, you're suing your sister, Marie, for $3,740 that she owes you for rent. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
And you don't think you owe her $3,740?
At the very most, I owe her $740, Your Honor.
Okay, so we can just say that her claim is for $3,000 because you agree you owe her $740. You got a counterclaim for $3,000 for what?
For damaging my $3,000 shoes, Your Honor.
So tell me how we got here with the $3,740 claim. How do we get here?
Yes, Your Honor. So I'm suing my sister for $3,740, as you said.
That. How we got here?
Because we both agreed on for her to take over my lease because I relocated. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia for a new job.
All right.
So out of everybody that I thought about my little sister.
Where were you living at that time?
I was living with our mother, Your Honor.
You were living with your mama? Okay, so you agreed to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you think your sister would be a good person to take over your lease?
You know what, Your Honor? I was just pretty much tired of my sister calling me every day, complaining about living with our mother.
Nobody complained.
Excuse me, let me finish. Can I finish? Thank you.
Marie, let her finish.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So once again, like I said, I thought of her because she was complaining every day, calling me, you know, I'm tired of living with Mom. I just need somewhere to stay.
Okay, but you know what? You offered it to her and she accepted.
Of course.
Okay, but did you sublease it? Did the lease go into her name or you?
No.
Okay, so you never changed the lease?
I never changed the name because it was just better for her to take over the lease versus her getting a whole brand new apartment.
Right.
We all know the
But prior to this time, Marie, had you ever had your own spot?
No.
Coming up.
The bottom line is you knew that she was trifling, according to you. She was
trifling. She has a decent job. I didn't think she was that trifling.
Closed captioning provided by Supreme Justice is back with the case of Tehja Leans, who is suing her sister Marie Leans for unpaid rent.
You did pay her for a little while, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many months did she pay?
She paid for 4 months.
How much was the monthly rent?
$1,870.
All right, $1,870. So what happened? Why did you stop at month 4 from paying the rent?
I was fed up with the way my sister was treating me.
What was she doing to you during those 4 months?
She belittles me. She disrespects me.
It sounds like there were problems before this time.
It should have never got to this point, Your Honor.
It really showed who her true character was when she moved in.
Right.
That's when all disrespect.
Did you think she was a responsible person?
From my knowledge,
obviously
I thought she was way more responsible than she showed herself.
You wrote out an affidavit of facts that you swore to in this case, right? You remember that? Did you have a chance to read it after you swore that these were the facts? Did you have a chance? And you say that you were always footing the bill for her. She never wanted to pay anything. And is that true?
Yes.
And that when you agreed to go half on gifts and stuff, she never came up with her half.
No, she left. That
you were always covering for her.
Yes.
Okay, so what made you think she was responsible enough to take over a lease? The bottom line is you knew that she was trifling, according to you. She
has a decent job. I didn't think she was that trifling.
Right. Sounds like you probably needed help. You needed help because you were leaving this apartment and you needed somebody to take over.
Well, she would have been the last person that I would have thought
she was
of.
the first person, though.
Right, and she was calling me crying every day. So
okay,
I fell for her lies. She manipulated me to believe that she was
Miss Leans, if you talk over me one more time, I'm gonna sit you outside.
Yes, ma'am.
You stopped paying because you didn't like the way she talked to you?
The way she was treating me, yes.
Oh, the way she was treating you?
Yes, ma'am.
Like being condescending?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you agree that you were going to pay?
I did.
Okay, well then you have to pay.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. Promotional consideration provided by.
Now let's talk about the $3,000. What's the $3,000? Well, these shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you return the shoes in the condition that I'm seeing here?
Those are how they were sent to me. That's how the shoes are supposed to look. And I didn't damage her shoes.
Right, and my question is, this, according to your affidavit, the incident with the shoes happened before you ever even moved in.
Yes.
So why didn't you bring a lawsuit then?
I brought the shoes when I moved. I had bought them when I was living with my mother.
The date on this,
the
receipt was 2019, and the lawsuit with the rent was 2021. I'm ready to rule. I'm ruling in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $3,740 for the rent, and I'm dismissing your claim for failure to provide any evidence. All right? Good luck to you both.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $3,740.
It's just really unfortunate that I had to take my sister to court for something that she promised to do.
You asking money for bills, but can't pay me the money back that you owe me.
This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.